All right, it's a bright Monday morning after a well-spent weekend. You're welcome to News Inside on Landslide News. Peter, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, you look rested, very rested.
Yeah, it's first day of the week, so the weekend was quite uneventful.
Beautiful?
Yeah, just spending with family.
Okay. A lot of things coming out of the weekend. I hope you know we're not part of the news on during the weekend. Okay, just last week Friday we heard about ADA and a lot of other parties that are being considered for registration, and about 14 of them thereabout, and all of a sudden the opposition wants to shift to ADA instead of the ADC that they have. Of course, there are a lot of other things following ADC. The Nafiu Balas camp have taken them to court. Of course, we saw that court paper that invited the officials, that said they should stop David Mark and the other people from from administering the party. Now, all of a sudden, the opposition are trying to shift to ADA instead of ADC because they feel that ADC is too riddled with a lot of problems and confusion. Do you think this inconsistency is good for democracy?
I wouldn't say it's bad for democracy either, because you look at the playing field, look at how your opponent is approach tactics of your opponent, you try to counteract it. I think what they're doing is they're being smart, because this government of the day doesn't want to see any political party standing that will contest against them. So you throw up every other name you can. Let them be jostling among every other thing. So just keep the opponent in confusion. Let them not know what you're doing. Because them say they're moving to ADA is funny, because ADA has not been registered.
Exactly.
ADA just made it clear the first hurdle.
Yes.
I would not know how long it's going
to take
to finish. So for me, they are being smart.
Is it they are being smart or they are being inconsistent? You see, we need to draw the line how these things are, because you see, this inconsistency has led us to where we are in this era. Of course, APC came and said they would turn $1 into $1. They will bring down the price of fuel. I mean, most of these things, their inconsistencies landed us to where we are today. And now, most of them were part of that APC's arrangement. Now they are forming an opposition. Now, even in forming an opposition, they're inconsistent.
I still don't want to do that line. Why is this so? Because look at it properly. These guys were in bed with present government. They were all together. They all work in tandem to remove Jonathan.
Yes.
So they know each other. So now there is a game of wits who outsmart each other. Okay, see Labour. Is Labour? What is Labour's issue?
Labour is ground zero. What
is Labour's issue? Because they say Obi is there, want to contest. ADC had peace. Where if I moved, the crash started.
That's
SDP. Yeah. So since that is the issue, ADA, they also call on the party they will swift to. Very soon they will hear Abga too. Since government wants to fight every person, let them fight every party. At the last minute, they will come out with a party. But any party you mention today, it is the party. That party will be granted the ground zero. So they know who they are fighting. They know the person that's in play. The only way to attribute this person is by not letting the person know the party we're going to work with. Because this issue with ADC, for me, I don't see if you winning the case. You were deputy vice chairman of the party, which is given.
Yeah.
You went to contest for election in Bauchi, which is given. And you resigned that position.
Yeah.
So what local standard are you contesting to be the chairman, to take over from Wunsu and resign? So for me, this is a case that won't last long in court.
So why the people that are taking over the party, that's David Mark, Raouf Arabeshola, and all their like, why can't they stay the course and fight the fight to the end? Then Nigerians will begin to take them seriously, because right now it will look as if we are not taking them seriously.
Of course we are not, because we feel like they are the same old people. They are still part of the establishment. No matter how we look at it, we are still part of the people that brought Nigeria to their news. Yes, this government has left them behind. Probably that's why they're fighting. But having said that, I think this is their best way of fighting. You cannot match sitting governments 2 by 2. It can't. They will spend you. They have the institution behind them. They have the military behind them. For what? How can you fight? The only way you can fight is a fight of wits. You have to look for a way to smart them. Example, putting a Ferrari and a Volkswagen B2 car for a race. From day one, that it's wrong. Ferrari will beat Volkswagen any other day.
The winner has already been determined before the race starts.
So whoever that will drive you last Volkswagen will not depend on the speed of the Volkswagen. You have to develop a pattern of beating them. You have to look from the out of the ordinary. So I think that's what they're doing. But this race already their disadvantage. What are they doing? They're looking at how to outsmart these people.
But we had a story before where a ruling party lost an election in this country, not just too far away. I mean, within the space of 6-7 years, that's in 2015, a ruling party lost an election. Can't we have that same stuff? I mean, if they are coordinated, because as at that time, the APC being formed that time, didn't say we are going to use this party or use this party or use that party. No, that was a merger. New PDP, ACN, CPC, ANPP, they formed a merger and they stayed on one course. We never heard that this party is being disoriented, this party is being. They fought it and they stood where they are today. Can't this opposition, looking at the knowledge or the men of timber and caliber that is in APC today, in ADC today, can they withstand this opposition?
That's what you make reference to then. And they were a bit independent. They could do things on their own. Then our institution courts could decide cases. But now, it's not the same thing as it were then. Now, this institution has been captured. And some of these things happen once in a while. Let me take you back to football. Leicester won Premier League some years ago. That's the one-off. It doesn't happen regularly. So it happened then, might not happen again, because now they've seen the flaws of Jonathan. This government will not make the same mistake Jonathan did. ANEC was a little bit independent. Now, ANEC has been captured. Our court system, you can go to court and get justice. But then you're no longer having it. So, I can compare the two scenarios. They have to develop a new pattern. If it's the same format this will use to defend Jonathan, it won't work here. But they master the art.
But these are not democratic ways of doing things.
That's the issue of Nigeria. On paper, we practice democracy. Why in really autocracy? Voters don't decide who rules. That is the most painful thing, and they are aware.
Have we given up?
Giving up? No, not actually, but the artisans now, they stand head and shoulder above us. But we, the electorate, need to decide how to turn this around. By doing what? Standing firm after voting. We can decide this election. After vote, we'll come with their food. After vote, we'll stay there, we'll count it. I will move the day to council.
That means we need a lot of voters' education in this country.
Yeah.
So until we have that, but one of the things, most of the time we normally say, as the leaders goes, so does the members goes. If the leadership of this same opposition are doing this, how will the voters go? Number one, from what we have right now, in this present time right now, we don't know who is opposition, who is not opposition, who is going there, who is going here. We don't know.
So the major issue is that what Nigerians are looking at for it's not this drama reacting. What Nigerians want to know, who will be on that ticket for opposition. It has come down to individual. It's not even party. Nigerians don't even care about party. But this is one and the same. Yesterday, the man was in the PDP. Today, he's neither. Tomorrow, say we don't move. So they are one and the same. What Nigeria cares now is who's going to be on that ballot. Whoever that is on that ballot determines how people will respond. So the Nigerians are disinterested with what they're doing. They're waiting for them. Throw up the name that will be on the ballot. Then Nigeria will decide what to do. Is that to stick with this existing government or abandon the election?
Within the opposition, why can't they decide, right, what can be done, or rather choose one person as the person that will stand for election, instead of, because right now we have a lot of interest. We know Obi is going to contest. We don't know yet if Jonathan is going to contest. We know Atiku Abubakar is going to contest. We know Rotimi, Chibuike, Amechi is going to contest. Within this four or tripartite standing, why can't they stay with one person? Because you see, you and I know what primary is in Nigeria. You have delegates, and we know some people that won't give delegate money. We know some people that is their stock in trade. They will stuff delegate with money, and the delegate too, they want money because this thing comes once in a while. These are the dilemmas that we have. How can we treat this?
Yeah, this question is quite intriguing. But the only way out is that, as you said, they have to decide. And again, politics is not about trading. Now, there are four of them. What will the person that will be on the ballot willing to trade? See, there's no way. You must trade something. So Atiku, Jonathan, Amechi, you have to concede something to them. So you should what are you willing to concede?
Okay, so for example now, if the coalition chooses Obi, what will an Atiku want and what will Rotimi Amechi want? See
that they might demand a ministerial appointment. And the issue is that even though where the pros and cons are they stable for what they will be asking for? Can Rotimi Amechi be a minister of finance in this country? So that is what we look at. That place it could function at. So what they are willing to trade is what is paramount to me. Are you going to trade this country for you to be president? So what is Obi willing to trade? Obi must trade something. Let's not deceive ourselves. This is politics.
But we also know that a winner takes all in Nigerian situation. When you become the president, like the late head of state president, that's Buhari said, he said, I belong to no one. I belong to everybody. So if at that time promises are made right now, will they take those promises and they become sacrosanct?
Yes, some stand, some doesn't stand. Example, what happened between our present government and
Erifai, yes.
The agreement was reached. Let's not deceive ourselves. Agreement was reached. It was supposed to be given minister of power. But last minute things changed. It is mere words. Even though I signed it is not binding. But at that, you still have to make a promise. There must be concession. You must concede something for you to get them on board. But no matter how you look at it, you need foot soldiers. These people, they have people they control in their locality. There's one thing is to vote, and that is to guarantee your result. These guys have people that can help guarantee your result at the polling unit. Obi won better everywhere, but those results were not guaranteed. So you need everyone on board. So my concern is that what is he willing to trade? Is he going to trade Nigeria? We'll wait and see.
But these people that is going to trade with, they are also Nigerians, and they say they are patriotic. So he may not lose as much, or Nigerians may not lose as much.
Oh, it depends what you offer them. That is what you offer that the Nigerians are losing. You can't give somebody that is not qualified for a position to go and manage that position and say Nigerians are losing. If they bring out poor policies, it will affect the country. And what is going to happen in this present government? Some people that are there know nothing about their position they are occupying.
In fact, I read in the news this morning that there is an SSA that appointed 2 director generals and 5 SE. He's an SSA, but he himself, Okay, all right. I think one of the things that we should look at, or the opposition should do, is to make sure they are consistent from beginning to the end. Ada today, ADC tomorrow, the other one next tomorrow. It's showing to Nigerians that they are inconsistent with what they are doing. If they really want to come together and for the country they love and fight for justice and fight for equity and fight for Nigeria to stay together, development and every other thing, what they need to do is to stay together and as a true opposition and not jump from one ship to the other, showing their inconsistent behavior. We'll be right back on News Insight.